First off, I just want to say that I received a review copy of this game from MobiWrite and Keymailer. This is the first time I've thought to do something like this, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty surreal. I've always dreamed about being a game reviewer when I was a kid, even going so far as to start my own DOS/Windows 3.1 abandonware review site. Thanks to the Wayback Machine for helping me show off how cringe I was back in 2005 by the looks of it. That's a hell of a disclaimer for a 13-year-old, but anyway, I digress. Today we're looking at the closed beta of Genopanic, a Metroidvania developed and published by MobiWrite that leans all the way into the spacey, head-clamping Metroid camp. Let's get into it with the first thing everybody's gonna see, the visuals. I'm a big fan of retro plus new, and Genopanic hits a really nice blend of the two. You have small sprites with big chunky lines, nothing too complex, but very pleasant to look at. There aren't that many different monsters, although I may have missed a couple in my playthrough. What I did see there was pretty interesting. Big Robo was my favorite. He was definitely the standout. The backgrounds are very nicely done, again drawing from that spacey vibe on the left side of the Vania. As far as I can tell, the shading of the background and foreground sprites is handled with a lighting engine, and that's where that retro plus new stuff really shines through. You can try all you want, and maybe with some old CRT tricks you could pull off some pretty decent transparency effects in the Super Nintendo era, but hot damn, you couldn't get stuff like this, or this, without some of that new style flair. Also, there's some wall memes for you internet goblins, if that's what you're into. So I guess I'm saying I like the visuals. So on to the gameplay. You've been watching me jump around like a squishy little wacko for a while now while I rambled about my childhood and some other stuff. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of the usual suspects for games in this genre. You can run, jump, slash, shoot, jetpack glide, double jump, and dash your way through hazard-filled environments, all the while trying to find some GMOs. Small genetically modified creatures with pretty endearing names. The first one caught me off guard. One of my computers is named Grunkus Prime, so that one hit me like really close to home. The movement feels very nice, especially as you unlock more options like the double jump and dash. By the end of this beta, the challenge was starting to ramp up a little bit, and the platforming was pretty interesting. It reminded me a little bit of Celeste or Hollow Knight, if a little bit less involved, so pretty high praise there. The hacking minigame was nothing special. I'd love to see a revision to that. Sorry guys, I didn't super enjoy doing a timed mini-maze. The soundtrack is very atmospheric. A lot of droning, so don't go into this expecting to hear epic tracks with highly memorable melodies. It ain't that, but what it is right for the setting. The sound effects accompany the sparse and droning backing track to do a good job of making you feel like you're a squishy little spaceman jumping around a ruined space station. I'd love to hear some more high intensity and melodic tracks, but again, I feel this was just a result of playing the beta. Probably plenty more to hear going into the full version. The story is there? I kinda have the feeling that I haven't actually hit the main beat of the story yet. I've only seen the antagonist once, and judging from the design, they probably want to have her on screen as much as possible to garner views from, completely upstanding, moral, law-abiding citizens. Hopefully MobiWrite adds more in the way of story before release. Don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying the stroll through the ruined spaceship as much as the next guy, but I'd like to have a little bit more clear direction, and I think the beta ended before we got to the part where the clear direction becomes, apparent. And the cutoff point, well, I did not see it coming, I'll just say that. And considering this is a beta, of course I ran into a few bugs. I found a lovely way to circumvent the gravity gun pretty early on and was very scared I was going to trap myself somewhere stupid. So, that was actually really fun. I pushed something into a corner at one point, and I'm pretty sure I would have soft locked myself if you couldn't duck dash. Now, I'm not 100% sure you're supposed to be able to duck dash, but I'm pretty happy that I could. I didn't see any crashes or anything totally game-breaking, though I'm pretty dang sure you can soft lock yourself if you mess around with crap enough. I was not willing to lose like an hour of playtime in order to try and do that. But go nuts. I mean, have fun. Honestly, part of me feels like Moby Rate should leave the interaction between the balls and the gravity grates. It's just too funny. Okay, so summary time. I really enjoyed the short time I had with this beta, roughly 1.5 hours. The visuals are a very pleasing blend of retro pixel art with modern lighting that, along with supremely atmospheric music, droning in some cases, really bring the dilapidated hellhole you're wandering through to life. That being said, I did find the difficulty a little bit on the easy side. I never really encountered anything that made me roll up my sleeves and say, alright, it's go time. And in this genre, I feel like that's almost half the fun. I mean, come on, you gave us a dash, you gave us a jetpack, let's use them for combat some more. You can make the enemies faster and more aggressive. We can handle it. Trust me. Or at least I can. I don't know, I can't speak for everybody. So, final thoughts. Genopanic is a pretty fun little Metroidvania that doesn't do anything staggeringly newer out there. However, it does deliver a solid space station exploration experience, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the full game brings. Hopefully, it adds a little bit more in the way of story and some more difficulty. That's really all I'm looking for, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know this is really different than the usual content I do, like completely out of left field, but I thought I'd try my hand at reviewing because it's, again, something I've always kind of had a passion for, and I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Yeah, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.